not using this as an excuse by any means, because you would hope that we are now 19 games in that I wouldn't say this, but we look like a team with 11 new guys today. We're still making some of the same mistakes that we made 19 games ago. We're turning the ball over way too undisciplined, and our discipline just is not where it needs to be. Just right, the two technicals in the first half really hurt, and just the way we're playing is just the more disciplined team won today is the bottom line. And yet, with that being said, I thought our guys really fought. I think we're getting better. We had a great stretch to come out and put it behind the first half behind us, and to come out and we defended for the first 10 minutes of the second half like we did for 40 minutes on Saturday. And if we do that and not worry about anything else, we're going to be fine in this league. We're going to have an opportunity to go to the NCAA tournament by March. But guys, it's a learning, process. They hit a couple threes and we just freak out and go down the other end and do crazy stuff and turn it over or make plays, not selfish plays, just panic plays, trying to go off on our own so much. I thought the second half, we only had 6 turnovers and 50 points. We did a great job offensively, but then once we did that, coming back from 20 down in the first half, it took a lot out of us, and we really lost that defensive intensity when the game was on the line, and that's learning how to win. You come all the way back and use all that energy. You got to suck down and find another gear and find another way to at 52 all to get 3 or 4 more stops and make them play from behind a little bit, and we just weren't able to do that, and they got to credit them for that. But we had some. Josh, I thought, played a great, defensive game down in there, bailed us out so much inside and had 14 rebounds. And obviously Chance got a good flow going offensively. But we got to, thing about Saturday when we played well, everybody contributed. And we had some guys, between the technicals and all that, we just had a couple guys out of sync. And we're not good enough to do that. We have to have everybody on board. And we got a short turnaround and come back tomorrow morning and try to get everybody on board and move on to Fullerton.
Coach, you mentioned this being a process, and with the progress you guys made this far, how satisfied are you? And did you anticipate this being a season-long thing?
No, I'm not. I've got to do a better job. I've got to get them more focused and ready. They were. That start of the game, and they had some tough shots, but we got guys, Garden, Mooney, and Gonzalez in the key, and it's like they're surprised they get a screen and have to chase a screen and come out for a jump shot. It's like we spent 2 days telling them those guys are in that key for a reason. They're not in there to post up. They're coming out, and that it's just a frustrating process that we got to continue to be more coachable and continue to lock into scouts and continue to be better basketball players. You can't just be a good offensive player. You have to be a good basketball player. You can't just be a good defensive player. You got to be a good basketball player. And this is a good group of guys, and they're getting better, and their effort is good. But we don't have that much time. We can't keep making the same mistakes.
Josh, 14 rebounds, career high today. That kind of going along with the blocks and the points. How have you adjusted to see that grow in the last couple of days there on the glass?
We made some goals at the start of the year, and one of my goals personally was to get more rebounds to help the team, and blocks. That also just helps the team, and that just honestly, hustle plays, crashing the glass offensively, defensively. Honestly, just whatever I can do to help the team is what I'm gonna do. So 14. It's good, but, now I got to go out and do it again. 3 blocks is good. Go out and do it again. Anything to help.
Chance, this team continues to turn the ball over the most in the conference. With your first 3 opponents being the teams that have been the best at turnover margin in the conference, have you noticed that playing a big role with, possessions, on the court?
Yes. When you turn the ball over, you lose opportunities to score. So with us just turning the ball over, I feel like we can score very well as a unit. I just think that we're young and unexperienced, so when we do turn the ball over, we lose a lot of opportunities to score. And I feel like that hurts us, especially with these teams, like you said, who don't turn the ball as much as we do. And it doesn't give us a better chance at fighting if we continue to turn the ball over.
Chance didn't quite get over the top at the end. I know Coach talked about the 52-52 tie, but how about that scramble in the last minute? What does that say about the fight from the group today?
Coaches just told us to fight from day one. The group that we have, we're not pretty. We're the dogs that they recruited. So that's just the finish that we expect. I mean, we expect to be on top at the end, but we're gonna fight from the beginning to the end.
Josh, with this team being so young, it's been back-to-back games now, going down to the wire. Ultimately, with this one playing the way it did, does it change the way you approach the 40 minutes of game time, like knowing in the last 44 seconds you can just come out and make a 9-1 run?
No, honestly, because we have to go 40 minutes. We have to play 40 minutes of what we say dog work. You know, everyone's playing defense. Everyone's clashing the glass. You know, it's good that we can do a 9-1 run, what you said at the end, but if we're up from the start to the finish, we don't have to do that. If we have a 9-run late in the half, then we can increase the score, but it won't be us having to come back. We just stay on top the entire time.